Once Motorola's premier smartphone, the Moto X lineup has been neglected for the better part of 2 years. The Moto X was the first phone Motorola produced after being acquired by Google, and we gave it a glowing review. But under Lenovo's leadership, the company focused more on the modular Moto Z series, as well as the Moto E and Moto G budget smartphones. Now, after all those ups and downs, the Moto X is finally back, and it's certainly worth a look if you don't want to shell out $600 or more for a smartphone. In our review, we found the new Moto X4 offers a lot of phone for an affordable price. But know that there are two versions, a Moto X4 Android One on Google's Project Fi wireless carrier and the regular Moto X4 sold by Motorola and other retailers. We've now fully tested the Moto X4 Android One and the official Motorola model, and there are a few differences between the two. If you remember the well-received and popular design of the Moto X, and its 2014 and 2015 successors, you may be a little disappointed with the new Moto X4. Its metal frame is sandwiched by fingerprint-attracting glass, and there's an unnecessarily large circular bump on the back of the top center that holds two cameras and the flash. A Motorola logo sits in the center, and an Android One label is at the bottom if that's the model you opt for. The Motorola model looks exactly the same, minus the label. We like the minimal rear design, and light reflecting off the glass makes it look like the X4 is shifting colors. No matter what, you really do need a microfiber cloth on you at all times to get rid of the fingerprints and keep the phone looking sleek. We almost always prefer no camera bumps on phones, and we were continuously worried about scratching the camera glass when putting the X4 on a flat surface, or even just sliding it around on a desk. The phone will rock side to side if you push down on one of the edges because of the camera bump, which can be frustrating for those of you who like to use phones flat on a desk. To be fair, a good case would solve both of these issues. But what we miss the most is the original Moto X's ergonomic design. The 2013 phone curves to fit the palm comfortably, and almost perfectly. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore, even if the sides of the X4's rear slightly curve into the front. That's not to say the X4 is uncomfortable to use. The 5.2-inch screen is small enough to make the phone easy to hold, and all of its parts are accessible. Speaking of the LCD screen, you get a 1920 x 1080 pixel resolution that's sharp and vibrant. It's colorful and not too oversaturated, and it gets bright enough to see in broad daylight. The volume buttons are on the right edge, and there's a textured power button below them, making it easy to identify without looking.